from 2014 to 2017, what's been going on with Rashad Mccants?
Surviving. It's always been a perseverance type of thing with me. Not letting the negative creep in, have myself do something that's gonna take me out of the element for an opportunity like this. Today, it's the big three, and the opportunity has presented itself for me to stay in shape for the last 3 years and to get the #1 pick. It's just, man, it's...
Big Three Media Day. It's like it's a lot of excitement in the room right now.
I think we the odds-on favorite, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we got enough, man. I think we got guys that can score, we can defend, and I think we're gonna be tough to deal with.
This ain't a rec league. This ain't a charity game. This ain't a celebrity league. These guys are going to be balling. They're going to be bumping. They're going to be going at it right away.
Everybody's comfortable, man. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, so this day is just, about answering questions, making sure we get some good camaraderie with each other.
They said you got on the fire red Jordans right now. You ready to go?
I mean, I'm ready to go. I ain't ready to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Who else we got on the squad?
We solid. We solid all the way around. We got a 6'10", jumper, block shots, a big man that can play both the 3-4, guard the 3-4, take you off the dribble, shoot the 3. Got myself to play all around, guard all 5, guard all 3. Then we got Deion Glover as a defender, shooter, and James White as the Vince Carter. So we got a lot.
I first met you in Minnesota when you first went to Minnesota, and it seems like you've matured a lot from then.
Well, I'm 32 now. I think I might have been 19 then,
Yeah.
19, 20. Yeah. I was a young buck, man, just trying to figure things out then. And I think every NBA kid around this age, 19, 20, they got a lot of learning to do, a lot of bumps to encounter, a lot of roadblocks to face. That's a part of life. And where I'm at now is to be able to reflect on everything and, make better decisions and understand that kids are gonna make these decisions and we gotta be patient with them and let them make mistakes, because that's how you grow. How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? My name is Rashad Mccants. We're both former NBA players, and we're here to just talk to you guys, give back, help you with some drills, see who got some real skill, who don't. You want to challenge me, you gotta go get in line first. All of a sudden, they on the court. You don't get one chance? You all, we took the same road you guys went to. We was at the Salvation Army, played basketball, played foosball. We had dreams just like you guys do. This is what I come here for? This is what I come here for? But the one thing we were able to do that a lot of other kids that were around us didn't do was listen. We were able to take what the older people came in and told us. We were able to take it and apply it to what we wanted to do. And we wanted to be stars. I missed that. How many of y'all have dreams of making it to the pros? How many have dreams of making it to college? How many of y'all got dreams of graduating high school? Our whole point of being here is to make sure you guys understand that you can do it too. But the kids, man, it's a natural thing, man. I love the kids, love giving back to the community, making sure these kids understand the importance of staying focused.
Trying to give them some discipline and help them understand some of those early tools that they need.
Absolutely, and it takes patience to deal with kids who don't have that type of discipline, and it's not a discouraging thing, you know, especially as an elder. It's more of understanding that it takes time, like it took time with myself. You know, I was young at their age, in similar situations, and understood that there's not a lot of options, not a lot of choices. So it kind of forces you not to pay attention because you don't think you got a chance. But when guys like myself and Kenyon Martin come in and give them a little bit of hope and let them know that, you know, keep working hard, you can too be successful just like we were.
You know, obviously you went, you know, from Asheville to
boarding school, leaving home at 15, going up to cold weather, New Hampshire, 300 students, isolated, nothing but ball in school for 2 years. Definitely put me on track to be very dominant both academically and athletically.
Then you go to UNC, you start as a freshman, lead the team in scoring, prestigious program. How was that experience going from college, from UNC, you know, where you got a bunch of guys that you're pretty close with and you guys have built a rapport, to going to the NBA?
I can't say that it was scary at first. I could say that it was more of a fresh start. It's like relief. Like, okay.
You felt a lot of pressure leaving North Carolina.
Not necessarily pressure leaving, it's just everything that I dealt with when I was there. The controversy and the expectations and, you know, the conflicts. It gave me a whole nother appreciation of what a fresh start can give. You know, the rumors and the reputation, I just wanted everything to just kind of go away and start fresh. So for me personally, it wasn't a lot of excitement. It was more of, okay, here's the time to start fresh and, you know, kind of rebrand myself of what, you know, I've been kind of painted as this certain guy.
But going to that team at that time with a player like KG, the big ticket, how was he in practice? How was he as a leader or a role model on that Timberwolves team?
Well, KG immediately became, you know, big homie, you know, with me, and took me under his wing immediately.
He seems like that type.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real dude, I'm a real dude, and we just kind of meshed. And practices were always talkative. You know, we both talk trash.
It seemed like you was kind of finding your stride when you got basically traded to Sacramento. Yeah. So, I mean, how was that experience?
It wasn't as discouraging as people may think. It was one of those things that a lot of conflict, a lot of different things happened in Minnesota that forced a trade, and getting the opportunity to play in Sacramento gave me a whole different perspective on business and professionalism and what the NBA was really about.
At what point did you feel like, man, I don't think I want to play basketball anymore. I don't want to play professionally anymore. Like the politics is overwhelming me.
Probably like 4 years after, probably 2014, it became very overwhelming with the excuses of why they wouldn't give me an opportunity. It started becoming too much. Right. You know, entourage, Hollywood, he's a porn star, he does drugs.
Anything they could think.
Anything that they can pull out their hat. And as a man, it was insulting. Right. As someone that does everything right, or at least tries to. Right.
The big three, you said, it came up out of nowhere?
I seen, you know, that it was evolving, but I didn't know how or who to get in touch with. It was still at the surface area and just trying to figure out who was going to be a part of it completely. But the moment I seen Allen Iverson part of it, I was just like, okay, 3-on-3, Allen Iverson, okay, yeah. Chauncey Billups, okay, Kenyon Martin's, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is this a joke or is it real?
Right.
Okay, Ice Cube might be on to something.
You're the number one pick. Your college career was big. You were a superstar college player, but your NBA career wasn't as big as some of those other players that are going to be playing in the Big Three.
Absolutely.
So were you surprised to be the number one pick?
Not necessarily surprised. I was more humbled and inspired that my peers appreciated my talent enough to pick me number one, because they knew what I was capable of.
Once we knew that we were drafting and all that type of stuff, and we saw what kind of shape he was in, and I was like, oh, this dude should be playing, 4 nights a week in the league. Then he came to the combine and dominated, and he was the best player there.
Were you surprised that Rashad was the first pick?
No, not really, because, he was 1, and I was drafted number 2. It could have went either way. But, when you still got a chip on your shoulder, you still kind of got that goal. Like, me and him can still play in the league right now.
Were you surprised that Rashad Mccants was the number 1 pick?
No, Rashad looked good in the workouts. No, I wasn't surprised at all that Rashad was number 1 pick. He was in shape, he looked good, and he's game ready.
Now, were you surprised that Rashad Mccants was the number 1 pick?
No, I wasn't. I mean, it was all about Kenyon and who you're comfortable playing with, and he's, they've known each other for a while, so it's good to play with guys, especially when you're playing 3-on-3.
They know what type of guy I was in the league and what I was trying to establish myself as. So for them to appreciate what I brought to the table just showed me I just needed to show up in shape and just let my talent do the talking. I pride myself in just staying ready, always staying ready, so I ain't gotta get ready. For me, the positive comes in allowing positive to come. We know that the negative is gonna come at some point, but it's about not entertaining it. Let it come, let it go. We can't hate on the haters.
Right.
For hating, you know what I'm saying? We gotta let them do their job, and we keep doing what we need to do because we need a whole lot more positivity than we do negativity. So I feel like bringing that is important.